autonomous, activate, elevate.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Mastering HubSpot AI, SmartBook's practical mini-series helping practitioners and managers stay up to date with HubSpot's continuous AI releases. My name is Dylan. I'm a marketing specialist here at SmartBook Media. I've been with the company for just under 2 years, and I'm super excited to be hosting today's episode. Today, we're going to dive into one of the most exciting HubSpot updates for sales teams, the AI prospecting agent and how to set up selling profiles. For those of you who didn't catch episode 1, you can find that episode on our YouTube, Learn and Grow with SmartBug. Episode 1 covered the difference between agents versus assistants. It's worth a watch. By the end of today's episode, however, you'll know how to set up your selling profile and leverage semi-autonomous AI outreach. For the sales managers watching, this is about 2 things: consistency and pipeline. It ensures that every rep on your team is sending high-quality, on-brand messaging every single day. And for the reps, this tool actually helps you sell again. By automating the repetitive 80% of the job, you're freed up to focus on the 20% that actually matters: phone calls, the demos, and the relationship building that closes deals. So what is a selling profile? A selling profile is your AI-powered sales identity. It's the strategy, voice, ICP, messaging, and preferences that the agent uses to act on your behalf. Your selling profile includes your role and priorities, target persona or ICP details, value propositions, tone and style, personalization rules, and outreach guardrails. Why do selling profiles matter, you ask? In high volume outreach, reps often swing between 2 extremes: sending generic blast emails or spending 20 minutes researching a single lead. The role of the selling profile is that it provides the AI with a guardrail so that it knows the rep's unique tone, specific value propositions they prefer, and the industry jargon that they use, resulting in personalization at scale. Selling profile also captures the rep's specific hooks, the stories that they tell, common objections that they handle, and the specific why, resulting in outreach that stays aligned with the actual strategy that wins deals in the field, rather than what looks good on a slide deck. It also reduces the ramp time for new reps, so they'll be able to kick things off even faster. For managers, the selling profiles help enforce messaging standards at a larger scale. Now we're going to jump into how you can actually set up a selling profile. So this is your dashboard for the prospecting agent. To get here, on the left sidebar of HubSpot, you'll go to sales, and then you can go to prospecting agent. It takes you right here to your overview tab. To set your agent up in your selling profile, you'll go to agent setup in the top right corner that I just clicked on. And then you can see all the different selling profiles that are already set up. Obviously, if you don't have any, then we're going to create a new selling profile, but we'll get to that in a minute. Your top tabs up here also include exclusion lists, so they can tell the agent which contacts it should never reach out to. And then you also have automated enrollments. So you have trigger-based enrollments, obviously. You can turn those on as you'd like. And then you have criteria-based. So turn those on as well. And then you can also edit anything within each of those triggers. Going back, we're going to set up a new selling profile together. So for testing purposes, we're just going to set up test selling profile, and then we'll just have the date. You can have a description here to help guide your agent a little bit better, add some goals as you'd like, describe what you want the agent to do. It kind of just helps the agent learn a little bit better. But down here, you'll have all of your selling information. So anything from a website that you want to analyze, you can add it here. So it'll say what website you are analyzing. That's pretty much there twice, but just letting you know again. Then you can see what your company sells, what your value props are, pain points, products and services that you want the agent to sell, industries that you sell to, and then personas or jobs that you do target. We're just going to click next. So since my inbox isn't ready to send emails with the agent, I'm going to select a user that I know does have their inbox connected. So we're going to select Paul. As you can see, status enabled there, and then we can just click next. Here, you can select what your call to action is for what your agent is sending out in emails. So you can select a meeting. So you can have your HubSpot meeting link here. You select what user you want it to go to. You can select the type of meeting as well. So let's just do a 15-minute meeting link there. And then you can also attach any HubSpot documents that you want the agent to include in the outreach. And then same with any URLs that you want to add there as well. Down here, you can select the agent tone. So you can use a preset tone that is listed here. So you have professional, helpful, witty, formal, and optimistic. Whatever is the tone that you typically use in your outreach, make sure to select that style. You can also use your brand voice here. So it'll match to your company's sales email brand voice and tone. So if you want to use that, make sure to select that option. And then finally, we have review and confirm your agent setup. So always make sure that you're reviewing everything. So now I'm going to show you a little bit of a preview. This is what the flow will look like. So starting, the agent drafts the initial email. You approve it before sending. Agent sends the email. Timing adopts to the signals. Agent drafts the email. You approve before sending. Remember, that's a key step there. And then the agent sends in another email. So kind of shows you a little bit of a preview of what you will be doing. You have each of your different emails sending out. So you have 3 separate emails here. You can see the wait time, 2 to 5 days. It'll update as necessary. So now we're just going to take a look at a contact example. Obviously, I was showing you just a very brief preview, kind of the exact same flow, but you can see our example contact was enrolled into the prospecting agent. The agent researched Matt and his company, made a decision, first outreach proposed to Matt, and the email is personalized, got all the stuff. Here's the email. At this point, this is when you're telling the agent that it is good to send, or if you needed to update it. So then here it's going to send the initial email. It made the decision afterwards to not send any further email, as this was just a test contact. So you can also review all of the research that the agent did itself. So you can see what it knows about the contact. It's made a summary here about the contact, company summary, all that good stuff. So a lot of stuff for you to review. It's really important to remember that the agent isn't replacing sales rep, it's accelerating them. So I've gone back to the point of semi-autonomous a couple of times. And what that means is that the AI can take multiple steps, but only with human checkpoints. It's going to draft, the rep's actually reviewing it, then the AI schedules, and then the rep makes the final checks before it actually goes out. Benefits for the reps include faster, high-quality personalization, no blank page problem, and it maintains the rep's voice. For the managers, you have the standardized messaging, better compliance, and predictable prospecting outcomes. So I know I showed you a couple of examples, but talking through another example, say a sales rep, Sarah, is selling SaaS tools into mid-market RevOps teams. So the step-by-step flow here, Sarah's going to set up her selling profile. She adds her ICP info, her tone, value props, all that stuff that we did when we were actually setting up the selling profile. Then she's going to import new prospects into HubSpot. The AI prospecting agent is going to research each of the leads. It's going to draft 3 to 4 email variations. It's going to suggest a call script, and then boom, Sarah can approve, and the agent schedules the sequence. It's really important to remember. I keep going back to this, the semi-autonomy. Sarah maintains the control here. AI is accelerating the work. This is removing 30 to 50% of prospecting time. Shifting gears back to the managers that are watching. Some best practices to remember. You really want to encourage your teams to build selling profiles together, as it helps everyone learn as much as possible and everyone can learn how to set these up. You can create approved messaging libraries. It's really cool. You can set it and forget it on a day-to-day basis. You can use the AI to standardize quality without sacrificing your personalization. And you're going to want to make sure that you're reviewing the agent's performance weekly to help you optimize as needed. So making sure that you're checking your open rates, your reply rates, your personalization depth, and compliance, of course. Key takeaway for you all is to remember that the selling profiles define how you sell, while the AI prospecting agent uses that identity to draft your personalized outreach, with you still in control. Some homework for you guys that are all watching at home. First, you want to draft your selling profile. That was the first part of this video, so make sure to rewind if you forgot how to do so, but make sure to set up a selling profile, even if it's just a first version. I also want you to identify 10 to 20 prospects to test semi-autonomous AI outreach. Finally, I want you to review the AI outputs and refine your profile. Always review, very important. That's the human step in all of this. It's really important to review everything that you are getting produced by the AI agent, as you want to remain in the driver's seat. I really appreciate you all for tuning into episode 2. I encourage the sales teams that are watching this to try the prospecting agent this week and share your results. In next episode, we're going to do a deep dive into HubSpot's Breeze customer agent, what it is, how it works, and why it's going to redefine customer success operations. Thanks again, and I hope you enjoyed and found some value from this episode. Take care, guys.